Welcome to the live post-game show. I know what that was. That was just a butt kicking. That's all that was. As soon as they blocked that punt, kind of feels like we were cooked at that point. Georgia looked pretty dominant after that. It feels almost like they could have scored 50 on us whenever they wanted. Almost feels like Smart did us a solid by not blowing us out. It feels like they could have just blew us out of the stadium whenever they wanted. This was a bad performance. There's a lot of things going on. First and foremost, Georgia's defense is legit. They should be a favorite to win the whole thing. If they decide you're not running the ball, you're not going to run the ball anymore. I think we had -3 rushing yards. One point we had 13 carries for 10 yards. Another point we had 15 for 2. 15 carries for 2 yards. How do you have 2 yards rushing? 2 yards. That's insanity. Ty was brutal tonight. He was flat out awful, continuing his downward trend for about the last, really since the end of October. He's been on a downward spiral. He was awful tonight. He missed a bunch of throws. He was running for his life the whole game. You know, every play, Kirk Herbstreit even mentioned it a few times, every play he's, 1-2 and throwing off his back foot, having to just let it fly. Ryan Williams, how do you not catch that ball in the end zone? You got to be kidding me. I mean, you got to be kidding me, man. You got to make that catch. If you make no other catch this year, you got to make that one. Even Bernard dropped that one in the end zone, although that one got tipped slightly. Anyway, 161 of you guys in here. Appreciate y'all. Hoping Cotton hops in here. Hoping Bill hops in here. Our friend Tobias may hop in here to share. But chat, I'm counting on you guys. I'm trying to keep up over here what your thoughts are. This is true. Ty's he was just awful tonight. That 4th and 2 play. The play call, unbelievable play call. Why? I have no idea what's even the thought process there. And B, he threw the ball 10 yards out of bounds. It's 4th and 2. How are you going to throw it 10 yards out of bounds? You at least got to keep it in bounds. Something may happen, but if you throw it out of bounds, you have no shot. But the play call, such a long throw on 4th and 2, just something quick to the running back, even the tight end. Boy, we really miss Cuevas. Holy cow, do we miss Cuevas. But we are very flawed. I'm wondering if we're the worst 10-win team based off what we saw today. We're not making the playoffs. I'm sorry. I don't want this team's not making the playoffs. Yes. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Offense is just awful. I didn't either. 4th and 2 from your own 12. I know you got to try something, but at least run a play that has a shot of being successful, a chance of being successful. It was a terrible play, and then he threw it out of bounds. Like I don't understand. This is true every single time. That gives the defense an advantage because once they see the play clock hit 3, 2, 1, they're going at 1, whether you hiking it or not. They're taking off. The run game is not creative whatsoever. Regardless, y'all tell me in the chat. Y'all tell me if you notice this. Regardless of who the running back is, A.K. Deer is a much different physical running back than Daniel Hill. Their body type, their stature. Deer's a more shifty, speedy guy. Daniel Hill's a more downhill runner. So when they put Deere in, they run the exact same plays they run when Daniel Hill's in the game. There's no difference when Deere's the running back as opposed to when Hill's running. Maybe that's my football ignorance shining through. But I would think if you put in the shiftier, faster, quicker back, smaller, that you wouldn't just run the same A-gap plunges up the middle, that you might try a toss sweep or a counter or a wheel or a screen or something to get the guy with speed and space. But like his first carry, he just pounds it right in the A-gap. And it's like it's the same play. Regardless of who the running back is, they're running the same play. And it's like, is there no creativity here depending on who the running back is? I don't get it. It's like the Thunder and Lightning back in the Falcons days when they had TJ Duckett and Warwick Dunn. They had different playbooks for the different backs. I don't understand why we're running the same plays regardless of who the personnel is. Jeez. What do you guys think? Ooh, that's savage. I mean, he's thinking like it though. This is hard to argue this. I'm telling you right now, Georgia should be a favorite going to these playoffs. And I said that in the show a couple weeks ago that nobody wants to play Georgia in the playoffs. They're playing well. They're figuring it out. Their defense is playing fast, furious. Their offense is making the plays they need to make. Georgia is a playoff nightmare for opponents right now. Yes, Ty's cost himself money every game he's played in the last 6 weeks. He's cost himself money. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Where is Cotton? Bill was supposed to come in here too. But anyway, so let's see. Let's see. This is true. I just, I don't know, Herb. What's up, Herb? Raj? Yeah. Roll Tide for life. Always. We're always Roll Tide in here. This is an interesting take. Not good. Alabama 2-star tests are always. Well, I mean, we got nothing down the field. That's a fact. Yeah, Grubb anywhere near the offense is hurt the offense. Apparently, he has no. I don't know if it's Grubb calling the plays that DeBoer gives him. I don't know how the dynamic is between the two, but we have no answer for the blitz. They're just blitz every down for the last month and a half. It's just blitz, 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 blitz. And we have nothing to counter. We have zero to counter. We can't throw anything quick. We don't throw anything. It's all the same. Nothing changes. No adjustments are made. Everything is the same, regardless of the personnel, regardless of what team we're playing. It's the blitz, and it's the same result. It's Ty throwing off his back foot. Ty running for his life. I don't understand are we limited? Is this it? Like, this is the formula for this current personnel we have. I mean, if we have to play 56 in any meaningful game, we're already starting behind. I mean, Sanders was in there in the second half of this game. I just don't get it. Yes, stagnance in South Carolina game because South Carolina blitzed all night, and ever since then, everybody we've played that's worth a flip has done that. He's done that. And Ty didn't have time to, Daniel Hill was open a few times. Caleb Edwards, I think, was wide open on, or Isaiah Horton was open on one of those plays for a walk-in touchdown. And Ty didn't, one look, and he throws it to the sideline, and it's knocked out of bounds. It's like, I don't know if he's so gun shy that there's no time for him to go through his reads. It's the first look, and he's letting it fly because that's the hand he's being dealt. And then when he does get the throws off, the throws are terrible. The interception in the first half was that the throw was awful. It was wobbly. He missed the receiver completely. It wasn't like Horton got his hand on it. He completely missed the receiver. Didn't help that 56 whiffed on the block either, but that's par for the course. We're used to that. I don't get it. I don't know about Lance. Jeez. Yes, great point, Jay Walker. Horton was wide open several times tonight, and Ty either wasn't looking at him, didn't have the time, didn't whatever. It wasn't there. I don't understand. There was a beautiful throw off his back foot into the back corner of the end zone to Ryan Williams, who promptly bounced it off his neck. I don't get how you can't catch that ball. It just shocks me how you can't catch that ball. I know the moment and the guy's all over him, but he jumps in the air and he has his two hands up and the ball goes right through it and hits him in the neck. Never seen a guy bouncing off his neck. Oh gosh, this is true. This is true. Ty should have been yanked a couple of times in this game, similar to last year. When Milroe was playing so bad, there were a couple of times last year that they should have pulled him and just rolled the dice with somebody else and lived to fight another day. I thought the same was true tonight. I thought he should have pulled him at halftime and just tried something, because clearly he was cooked. So, but to a fault, DeBoer's loyal and he's going to ride this guy the whole game, even if it's clearly a detriment to what we're trying to do. Let's see. Bill's over here texting the group text, but won't join the show. So, all right. Thanks, Bill. Shut up, Bill. But yeah, we got somebody at WDE in the chat. Get out of here. Yes, the offensive line was not good tonight, but there's a guy coming untouched every time. The block punt, 2 people came untouched. How does that happen? How in the world does that happen? Kind of felt like that the wind got taken out of our sails right then. Right when that, because then it was bang 7-0, then it was 14-0, and this felt like 2011 LSU Bama, but flipped, with us being on the receiving end. I mean, I don't think we crossed midfield until the fourth quarter, or we did once and then tied through the pick. It was awful. It was awful. They had us 2-1 in time of possession in the first half. You're not going to win games like that. The defense can only do so much. They can only do so much. I thought the defense, considering only being down 14-0 at halftime, I thought the defense was pretty good considering. Georgia's average starting position was like our 40-yard line. So the fact it was only 14-0, I thought that Georgia's or that our defense actually played pretty decent. So give me a thumbs up, Tobias, when you're ready to hop in. We'll pull you in here. So anyway, it was just we were clearly outmanned, outgunned tonight, but it still hurts watching Alabama get whipped like that. I mean, we're not going to win every game. That's not realistic, but it hurts. Watching the Tide get whipped. Man, that hurts. Yes, I said, Jay Walker, for the last several weeks on the Thursday live shows, that I hope Coach Huff only signed a 1-year lease on his apartment in Los Angeles, and that someone in his camp has already been scoping out real estate in Tuscaloosa if we're lucky. Let's see. Bill, stop texting the group text and join the Tobias trying to get in here. We're having some tech difficulties here. Anyway, so let's see. Tobias is in. You're in? All right, here we go, Tobias. What up, dude? You in?
Yeah. I'm just in for a little bit before I got to take the lady out to dinner.
Understood.
Yeah,
what are your
man.
thoughts?
Todd Simpson, you are an Oregon State beaver. I tell you why. I know everyone's going to blame the coaching staff, the running backs, the offensive line, the green monkey who allegedly caused HIV. They will blame all of those. The thing is, when the plays were there, he didn't make it. Because,
Facts.
and before everybody starts talking everything else, go back to that game Bryce Young had at Auburn. Go back to the national championship game he played against Georgia. He had no good receivers at the national championship game and got the tar kicked out of him. Being accurate, it still kept him in the game. This guy didn't see a run back out the flat for 4th and 2. And I see clowns on Twitter playing running, bro. The play was there.
It was there.
That interception, that was triple coverage. Even James Winston thought that was a bad play. And it was the ball was not tipped. It was behind the receiver.
Yeah.
And we know the run game's been terrible all year. We got some young guys on the offensive line. You got true freshmen playing offensive line going to take lumps. We have a lot of freshmen playing out there. They going to take their lumps. Kane Womack deserves a fruit basket for his defense doing everything they could today. I'm not going to yell at the defense at all today. When you get crapped on by your offense, he did everything he do. The damn just broke at the end. But I'll say this. Taylor DeBoer, we know he's a great coach. He won 19 games the first 2 years of bad quarterbacks. And before anyone says he's a first-year starter, don't even say Julian Saint. There's a kid in Cal right now, Simon Taylor, who's a true freshman with Cal talent, falling out and being accurate. I don't want to hear the excuses. And then I said, remember, I first met you guys. I told you guys, Ryan Grubb is not the magic elixir. He got fired from the Seahawks. The fans were mad at him. That's one of the benefits of getting West Coast NFL football at regular time. They were playing a run game with him, how he didn't scheme a run game. We knew all this. But when the plays are there, you have to make them. There was Daniel Hill in the flat. He go through. There was no pressure. Look at the plays he missed. There was no pressure on those plays. Mm-hmm. But I say this real quick. I'm sorry for ranting. The tale was, go back to that Mercer game last year. Look at how skittish he was in the pocket against Mercer. This is Mercer players.
Yeah.
So my thing is,
or Eastern Illinois.
School. Yeah, he can come back to school all he wants. It doesn't make you more talented. It doesn't make you less scared in the pocket. Because I'm putting a name out there for you. You remember Blaine Gabbert from Missouri?
Yeah.
You remember him, right, Jeff? Blaine Gabbert?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Chocolate stained Blaine.
Yep. Highly talented quarterback. But what they said about him, he got skittish in the pocket. David said he could be drafted ahead of Cam Newton. That's a whole different funny discussion. But remember, he was skittish in the pocket. And guess what happened? He got in the league. He was skittish in the pocket. And I'm just disappointed because we knew the deficiencies we had, Jeff. We knew this. Bryce Young had deficiencies too. And I'm using that as an example with the team. And guess what? He still hit your layups. And that's the problem. Because when you play the layups, that Daniel Hill pass, swing pass, keeps the drive going. 3rd and 4th down, Daniel Hill was open both times. He didn't even look at his way. He threw the ball out of town for 4th down. You got at least throw a pick on 4th down. Who cares? Sorry, Jeff.
Yeah. Tobias, I'm gonna back you out. Your mic is whacked. All right. Sorry, y'all. We're trying to get Tobias. He got good points, but his mic keeps playing tricks on him. Anyway, sorry about that. Appreciate the 283 joining for the live today. Tobias is right though. There's a lot of freshmen playing, a lot of bumps being taken, but that doesn't excuse Ty's lack of making the plays that are there. There are the plays there to be made, and he is not making them, and that's unfortunate. They're there to be made. The plays that need to be made when they're there, you've got to take advantage of them. You're not going to have gimmies all game. You're going to have plays all game. The ones they give you, the ones that are out there, you can't throw the ball directly into the ground. You can't overthrow the receiver. On 4th down, you can't throw the ball 10 yards out of bounds and then look at the sideline like your dog just died. Maybe get a smaller chin strap. I don't know. Maybe his mega chin strap that covers from his under his nose to his Adam's apple. Maybe that's interfering with him being able to look around. I don't know. Yes, agreed, Lance. Him and Ryan Williams definitely ain't on the same page. Definitely not on the same page. The last towards the end of the game, he threw it down there towards the goal line, and Williams hadn't even have his head turned. He was running to the end zone. The ball lands 10 yards behind him. So it's tough, man. I like to handle Star Wars, Jawa. Big Star Wars fan here. I hope not. If anything, I would think it would help it because you could see guys can. Hey, man, I'm better than that guy. I can beat that guy out next year. Tobias, you still with us? Maybe not. Okay.
Yo, Pete, yeah, I'm not at home right now. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So yeah, your mic's clipping bad, so it's hard to understand what you're saying.
Hold on one second. Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't just pull you out because I was being rude. Sorry, I just wanted to explain what was up. Oh yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Yeah, Tobias isn't at home, so it's tough on the a connection there. But anyway, so let's see. Yeah, and we don't run any quick. We don't run anything quick. We run no quick slants. We run nothing quick. It's not like a shotgun. Take the snap, one step, bang, hit the slant, or turn. It's one step. And it's like Kenny. He looks like Kenny Pickett is what he looks like. He's a happy feet. He's in the pocket. He's like, you can hear him river dancing in there, and then he airmails the throw, or he gets sacked. It's just, I don't know. The Peyton Manning feat in there that's not confidence. Okay. He's river dancing in there. It doesn't seem like there's any adjustments being made. It's every week. It looks like the same thing. Every week it looks like the same thing. I don't know if this is it with this personnel. Is this it? Is this all with this personnel? But, and we've gotten the most out of them, and now we're running out of juice. Is this what's happening? Because the book is out. This is 6 weeks now. This isn't, Tides had a bad game. The offense had a bad game. Grubb just didn't call a good game. This is 6 weeks now of this, of this downward trend. And I honest to God thought we were going to get shut out tonight. I tweeted out that we're going to get shut out, and then we're going to get shut out. We're going to get shut out of the game and then shut out of the playoffs. Bang, bang. That's what it looked like for the longest time. Thank God Jeremy broke that one and scored. But good Lord. I was like, shut out in the SEC championship game and you're fighting for a playoff? Come on, man. Where's some balls? Show some balls. Jeez. Yeah, there's no creativity in the run game. Sweat here. There's oh no, that wasn't it. This is what I was looking for. How can not develop it? It's just there's a lot of things contribute to a bad running game. It's play calling. It's the line not getting any push. It's not having good personnel. If 56 has to play a lot of snaps in the game, you're already fighting an uphill battle. He's brutal. Then he was playing right guard for a while. Awful. They had 75 at right tackle. He was terrible. They finally moved him into right guard, where he's been great as a guard. I think Formby's been fantastic as a guard. And letting Caro take all the right tackle snaps, which he's having some freshman bumps here and there. Brailsford is dinged up, but Vandermark keeps having to play all over the line, and he stays in reverse. He has one gear, reverse. And then, Proctor is a liability if you have a speed rusher, and especially if Ty drifts to the left to throw across his body, you give the edge rusher a straight line to you. And Ty's always rolling left, so he's always chucking across his body. It's just nuts. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know if we're making the playoffs. Yes, Martavis Heath, and it could have been worse. 28-7 is a sliver of what it could have been. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been way worse. I said earlier, I feel like Georgia could have scored 40 on us if they wanted. It's almost like Kirby, out of respect for Nick Saban, didn't blow us out of the building like he could have. Like, I'm not saying he could have TCU'd us, but it feels like he could have put us away at any point there. Let's see. Yes, I agree. Not this team. We've been masking a lot of deficiencies all year. When Ty was playing so well in October, he was masking a lot of the defensive deficiencies, and then that kind of shifted where the defense started playing really outstanding football, and the offense's downward trend has really, shown through. And so now the defense has masked some of the offensive things now, but now the offensive things are too much to overcome. You can only ask your defense to make so many stops in a game. This is true. Let's see. Yes. We had a few drops tonight. Caleb Edwards dropped an easy first down because he knew he was going to take a pop drop. Isaiah Horton dropped an easy throw on the sideline there. Would have been a first down, 10 or 12, 15-yard gain, drop. Ryan Williams in the back of the end zone, perfect throw with a guy in his face. Ty took a hit, perfect throw, boink right off his neck. Bernard in the back corner of the end zone late in that game. Ty scrambling for his life on 4th and 10, threw it in the back corner, great throw. It got tipped just a smidge, and I think that altered it just enough where it threw off his timing and it bounced off his chest drop. Oh, so I don't know. I at some point in that game, I felt like you had to pull Ty just to try something, shake it up somehow, see what the kids got. It was clear we weren't winning the game. See if the kids got something, a spark of some kind. See if you got something to work with going into the playoffs. Try something. But it was just like the Michigan game last year. We just ran Milroe out there the whole game. He was dog crap. We were dog crap. We were going to lose. And it's like, why not run some of the kids out and see if they can play, get them some reps. That's kind of what I felt like today. Like, put the kid in the game. Let him run some plays in the SEC championship game, in this stadium, in this environment. Because if Keelan Russell is what we hope he is, we are going to be back in this game if this game still exists. If they leave us out of the playoffs, which I think they're going to, I think that Greg Sankey will blow this game to smithereens. And he should. He should blow it to smithereens. I emailed it an hour ago. Yes. So, anyway, it's tough to, I don't know. It's tough to see, when the guy's out there struggling. It was clear he didn't have it. I thought that it was a great opportunity to let the kid run some live reps in that stadium, in that environment, in that game, in that, with that volume of that crowd. I just thought it'd have been useful reps. But we're just out there beating the tie horse into the ground when it's clear that he's cooked. He was cooked long before this game ended. You could see it in his body language and his eyes. He looked like he was cooked. He was running for his life. He was trigger happy. He had no chance, no time to read progressions or anything. He just was one look and throw. Otherwise, he was going to get killed. Yes, Dom, you're right. It doesn't help that we had, both teams had a long list of players that were out. So we were both running on fumes in that game. Anyway, yeah, so it was tough. It was tough. Don't ever like seeing Alabama get whipped like that. And we did. That was a whipping. We got whipped. There's no question about it. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready to hop in. I think Massa Bill might be in the mix. Bill's over here blowing up the group text, and I'm like, why are you not in the show? Why are you not on the show? Yeah, I don't know. Debo's a classic coach speak after some of these pathetic performances. So I'll be interested to hear this. Bill, are you ready? Let me know when you're ready. Give me a thumbs up. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen,
there
he is.
Hey.
There he is.
Right here.
Ladies and gentle. Gentle. All right, Bill, we're just talking about what we just witnessed. And it was bad. Outclassed, outcoached, outmanned.
Absolutely terrible.
It was
Yep.
what you would think it would be against a team much better than us.
Yeah. I'm wondering if Ty's how unhealthy he is. He has been off his game since the Missouri game. Something's off. And you know, it's inexcusable and absolutely unforgivable that his coaching staff has never tried even to develop a run game. This is every version of football. You stop the run, you establish the run. And Georgia, they shoved our poop tonight with the run game.
Man, they busted us up. I think we had -3 rushing yards. Was that the final tally?
The final tally was -3.
-3.
Yeah.
At one point
in a 60-minute football game.
We had 15 carries for 2 yards at one point in the game.
That's right. That's right.
That is,
and it wasn't sacks. It wasn't because I got sacked. It was because we were ineffective. I mean, he did get sacked.
It's mind blowing.
But you know, it's 3rd and 2, and Hill has been getting 4 to 6 yards a pop, and you do some cutesy reverse crap out of the backfield early in the game. Every time there was momentum, Alabama just said, "Well, let's go pour some water on that." Kirby did it early on that catch by Ryan Williams. Everybody thought it was a 20-something yard gain. So Kirby stopped the momentum.
What was he doing on that play? It was 2nd and 5. He runs and then just takes a 7-yard loss. I was like, what are you doing? Just chuck it away, you idiot. I was like, oh my gosh.
You know, it's not illegal to throw it underhanded. Patrick Mahomes does it all the time. He could have pitched it to the
He could have done
sidelines.
anything other than that was a Jalen Hurts play. Remember when Jalen Hurts would roll out to the right and he would like wait to throw it and then he would just run out of bounds for a 9-yard loss?
Yeah.
That's what that reminded me of. He was like, I didn't like that. So he just, you know, somebody ran the wrong way in the backfield. So the whole play was dead from the get-go. But then he's just like, I'll just take the 8-yard loss. And even Herbstreit was like, you should have thrown the ball away. What are you doing? And then right on cue, we get a penalty on the next play. So it's 3rd and 15.
Then it's like 3rd and 48.
Yeah.
It was just.
Yes.
It was. My dad is a former coach. He's like, out, coach. And I don't like
Bill, kill your camera feed.
using that term.
Kill your camera feed. Keep your audio. Kill your camera feed.
Injuries amounted to, and we saw AK Deer make some that he went the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think having Jam Miller would have made a difference. Hill dropped a couple of easy screens and wheel routes, but hell, how many were thrown at his feet?
Yeah, a bunch. Bill, kill your camera feed. Just leave your audio on.
I can't blame Daniel Hill on everything.
You're breaking up.
Right,
so just kill your camera feed, but keep your audio
I've
going.
got crap. I've got.
There. Oh, you had it.
I'm trying.
There we go.
All right, there we go. All right.
Yeah.
I still agree with that.
When your
Still
camera
agree with
feed's
that
off,
lady.
at least the audio's solid. Yeah,
That's good.
West Coast
I like
ice
that.
cream trucks are not
I
working.
just, you know, what the F is wrong with having a running game and trying to fix a run game? We just never started with a run game this year and never developed one. Who's the running backs coach?
Is it Gillespie?
Who's
Robert
the
Gillespie?
O-line coach? I'm really
Kaprovic or Kapilovic or
Gillespie's
whatever.
running backs. Capilla. Yep. Yeah.
Kapilovic.
He sounds like he should be working on Alex Golish's Eastern Bloc staff.
I've been pounding my fist, hoping that Huff hadn't signed a long-term
What the hell's
lease.
wrong with Jaden Roberts?
I don't know. He's been on the fence all year.
He's ghosted.
Yeah,
He
he didn't play at
been
all
ghosted.
today. He played none today.
Nope.
I think
His mom
Formby
tweeted out,
solidifying
"Free
himself the right
Jaden."
guard. Yes,
That's
I agree,
his
Smitty.
position. Yeah.
Since
we have
Landon Dickerson left, the offensive line has not been the same.
no. But surely Jaden Roberts is better than 56. He's bigger.
I don't understand why 56 is just the go-to. He's awful. Are we? Is there nobody else? There's nobody else.
He got blown up a few times, and that's
every game. Game.
It cost the momentum. I'll say this: Kirby had a hell of a game plan.
We knew it was coming.
He took from the Oklahoma script, force Alabama to run. They can't and they don't. And Herb Street pointed it out multiple times. He just kept two safeties high the whole night and said, "Try it if you can."
I don't know about this statement, but
I think you are.
I can't believe
if you gained a couple 100 pounds, I think you could do it.
I can't believe there are people on the team that are worse than him. He's the worst.
I think the Viking is probably better.
Well, give him a shot. It can't. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like every week it's the same issues, and it's the same people in the same positions causing the same issues. Nothing is changing. Jam Miller was terrible for a month. He started every game, had 10 carries no matter what. 56 spends more time in the backfield than Ty Simpson, and he's in there every time, every game, every snap. Nothing changes no matter what. Formby was terrible for a month at right tackle. Every game he was a starting right tackle. They finally moved him once Carroll solidified the right tackle spot. It's like, God dang, man. If this is all we got, then we got problems.
Steven's got a good point. They're sitting 7 and you got 6.
True. But there's ways to counter that. People have been blitzing for 100 years in football, and offenses have been countering blitzes forever in football. That's what you do, except this one.
Yeah. Did we run 3 screens the whole night?
Maybe. But Ty throws in the ground like short eyes, like he's trying to short hop him.
There was a couple of screens, I want to say.
Tom Brady made a career out of this, Bill. The slide up and over.
That's right. Step up
and slide over. Tom Brady played 25 years in the NFL doing that.
Ty is trying to outrun you side to side. And
he's happy feeting it. He's ding 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 ding.
Well, that's why something's wrong. I mean, I think it's the offensive line is a problem. But Ty, he can't connect on a deep ball to save his life.
No, and they're not even there. We didn't even throw one tonight. Did we throw a deep ball today?
No. The best passing catch was Jeremy taking a 5-yard catch and making it into the 23.
But we didn't try to stretch the field. We haven't tried to stretch the field with Ryan Williams since he dropped that ball in the Georgia game the first time.
Yeah, it's this is troublesome. So,
and some quarterbacks have made it work.
Ty all year up until the past 4 or 5 games, he's done a great the first 7-8 games. He did a great job of getting his hip set, throwing off his back foot.
Mm-hmm.
He was not getting his hip set tonight, and he had some good pockets, but everything was covered.
They were rare. They were few and far between, but he had some pockets. He had some windows to make plays, and he didn't make them.
He either didn't set his feet. All those throws in the dirt, if you go back and look, he's throwing it like a baseball pitcher. He's coming over the top, and he's landing hard on his left foot. He wasn't setting his back, hips, and foot.
And you can see this. He has zero confidence in his throws.
Yeah, absolutely. And zero confidence in it right now in anything. He is he's shook. Something's just weird. Something's weird.
Something's off with him.
I won't be surprised if after bowl season we find out he's had like broken ribs or something.
Almost like a hernia, like a sports hernia.
Yeah.
It's like he's.
I'm wondering.
It's almost like he's battling something.
I thought he got concussed at Auburn last week.
I know.
He got knocked around.
Just mental. I even said in a group text during the game, I said, we are the sloppiest team in terms of just mental errors. Yeah. We just do dumb things in terms of playing a game. Not blocking 2 people on a punt. Block.
Yeah.
Here's the flash.
But here's the other thing. We're a least penalized team like in 6 years, but the mental errors are worse.
Yeah. Well, it's not a penalty. It's a mental error. Yeah. Like I said, they're worse than the penalties almost.
It's not checking your formation on the punt. It's not.
Like Bill, here's the deal. Every punt, if you don't block two people, they're going to block it every time. 1,000% of the time. If you don't touch two people on a punt coverage, they're going to block it every single time.
Especially with a high snap. You got to
snap. That's nothing new here. I mean, if you don't touch someone, they're going to block it.
We gave them 14 points on turnovers.
Again,
yeah,
same as Oklahoma. Turnovers.
Same as the Oklahoma game.
Give them points, and our offense can't make up for that because we can't score. We can't score anymore. So,
and if we get momentum, we piss down our leg and throw three incompletes. It's hey, all right, positives. We were 9-3 a year ago. We're 10-3 today. We played for the SEC championship. We might get a spot in the playoff. I really hope not. We don't deserve it after this. We might. But this is the team has, I would say this is DeBoer's really his first team. Last year was Band-Aids and duct tape. This was his team, and he went 10-3 with his team. I like that. I'm not ready to send the Ryder truck to his house.
No.
I did call a friend that has some bricks. And
Bill Curry reference.
Yeah. Hey, Curry couldn't beat Auburn. Kalen's got Auburn.
But see, here's the deal with the board. This is still not – I'm like, this is his team, but it's not built like he wants his team built. There's still a lot of Saban style of players on this team, and I think next year's team will be really Kalen's – will be Debo's first real team that's really his. I think he's going to have some linemen type that he's recruited, specific types of linemen he's recruited to run the kind of offense he wants to run. Same thing with running backs, with bigger, taller receivers. He likes those big, tall receivers and big, tall cornerbacks. So I think next year you're really going to see kind of DeBoer's first real team of what he wants to do. Man, you're right, Chuck. Saban lost his first one. That was a gut wrencher too, man. God,
we were talking about that earlier.
That one. Oh, we had that one. Man, we had that one.
I think, what was the final score in that game?
31-20 Florida.
20?
Yeah, but it was 20
I think it was 24
to 17 or 24 to, it was 20-17 in the fourth quarter, and then Florida scored 14 points in the fourth quarter and beat us. Or something like that. We had the lead.
Yeah. And I'll tell you the play that did it. It was fourth quarter. Tebow's in the back, got two running backs. Hernandez comes across in motion and kind of just hangs out behind the A gap. It's a four-way option that they ran. They ran that play once in the Ole Miss loss, and they dialed it up for us. And Dante Hightower bit and went for the running back, and it was I think it was Dante or Rolando. I think it was Dante. He bit. Hernandez catches the pass and would have been dropped for a loss, and they have to punt. He gets 3 yards first down, and then they extend the drive and score. The next year in 2009, Florida runs that same play, and Dante stays in the A-gap and takes down Hernandez for a loss. So, yeah, first time in the SEC championship game, it's respectable to get there. As a basketball team, I'm impressed that we could do that. Basketball school, I'm impressed we could do that. You know, the real football power is
for everything.
Yeah, the real football power is in Bloomington. Forget
seriously. First time. I mean, there's a first time for everything, you know. So DeBoer's never been in a game like this, an environment like this, against an opponent and a coach like this. You know, I know he's faced Georgia a couple of times, but not in this game, not in that stadium, you know, with the SEC championship on the line. He looked like Ty did. There's a couple of times they passed him on the sideline, and he looked confused as Ty did.
Yeah, it was. You could see his face was basically, "What the heck is going on?"
Yeah, this is true, Lance. It's the losses to the unranked opponents that are just killing me. With Debo, it's, you know, he's competitive in these games. Of course, we weren't competitive today.
No.
Look, let's be honest. When they blocked that punt and scored like 3 plays later, we all
knew it.
Thought the same thing. We didn't want to say it, but we all thought the same thing, that oh shit, pardon my French.
That's exactly
That's
what
we all thought, and
Yeah.
it came
My
to
wife-
fruition. And then once
wife
we
said
had
too.
like 9 yards at halftime, I was like,
Yeah.
we're gonna get shut
So-
out. I
so
just
what
hope we
do
don't
we-
lose by 30.
So what's going to happen? Are we going to? You think we're in the playoff, or are we going to Tampa?
Chat, are we in? Me and Bill are asking the chat, are we in the playoffs? I don't think we're in. I think we're
I don't
out. I thought we were out with a third loss period, but this was such a pathetic display with this much on the line that I can't believe they would put us in. Yeah, we're getting some hell no's. Lance thinks we're in. Army thinks we're out. Lance thinks we're in.
Yeah, it's going to be the 12th spot.
Let's see. No. Diane Clay thinks we're out.
Yeah, I think if we're in,
Michael,
JMU is going to be ahead of us.
yeah. See, Limited says we're out. Jeffrey Stubbs says we're out.
Hey,
MCA says we're out. Steven says we're in. Yeah, I mean,
well, maybe we'll see
yeah,
tomorrow.
but
here in
SMU was
church.
undefeated, weren't they? I mean, SMU, that wasn't their third loss, was it?
No, but they got hammered in that game. Speaking of getting hammered, BYU, whew, they looked worse than we did.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
We had -3 rushing yards.
Well, take that back.
I don't think anybody has that distinction of
No.
saying that. This whole system is so screwed. Let me just say this. I cannot believe that this is real, life, this system we have here. With this billion, you heard me right, billion with a B, $1 billion industry here, this money-making juggernaut that is college football, and this is what we have. We have this whack system of a committee full of morons that don't know what they're talking about, ranking these teams based off rushing yards, and then you've got teams that are being punished for winning their conference, like Texas A&M and Ole Miss. No problem, we get a bye week. We weren't good enough to play in this game, so we get a bye week. What kind of BS is that? Make them play 2 extra games to see who or something. But you can't reward teams that weren't good enough to win their conference by giving them a bye week before they get a high playoff seed. And we get punished because we played in a conference championship game that everybody has to play. It's so stupid. I cannot believe this is real. Like, it blows my mind that this is real.
I think we ought to get rid of the conference championship games because.
Yes, Stephen, I heard this.
I heard
brilliant.
the scenario. It was
Freaking
good.
Brilliant.
It was good.
Brilliant.
Yep. You got 7 teams that are definitely in, have 10 more play for the remaining 5 spots.
No, you're right, James. This game was not close. 28-7. Like I said, it could have been 44-7 if Georgia really wanted to.
Easily. Kirby made his point.
I mean,
He made his
seriously,
point solid.
Chat GPT could pick a better rankings than these goofballs.
Well, I mean, Hunter Yurachek was on pregame, and it was just like
He's an idiot.
Nick Saban said, "Did he ever answer a question?"
No, he never
No,
does.
'cause he's a politician, and
He's a word salad.
those.
That's all he does. Spew word
And then-
salads.
They had Heather Dinich come on pregame and talk about,
Fantastic.
and all she did was repeat everything Hunter Yurachek said with a smile.
That's all she does.
She is just she should be a tape recorder. Just
Yeah. This
I mean,
is
just
true,
have
Bama
a
girl.
car-
This is true. This is true. We just gave him the ammo. Now, will they
No,
keep
yeah,
us out?
absolutely.
I don't know, but we just gave him the ammo. We needed to look competitive. That may as well have been 100-0. If 28-7, it may as well have been 100-0. I think based off what I just saw, Diane, sorry, Bill, based off what I just saw, Georgia's going to be tough to beat in the playoffs. I know Ohio State's got the expensive roster. They've played no one this year. Georgia has ground through the SEC, and you tell me what team beat that team you saw today. I know Bama played terrible, but Georgia on defense had a lot to do with that. They were fast. They were furious. They were flying to the ball. Here's something else. We talked about this, I think, on the group text. All the checks Ty does, it's like Georgia set him up.
Yeah.
Like they set him up. They moved around so Ty would check into the play that they wanted him to. And he did it, and they were ready for it. It was like they knew what we were running before we ran it, and Ty would check into the exact play
right where
they knew
wanted
he
it.
would.
And Herb Street said it. He said, I want to know what yards after the catch look like. He said, because every time they catch a ball, somebody's tackling them. There were few yards after the catch, or a few yards, but it was absolutely Kirby said after the game, he said, this wasn't my defense, this was Schumann's. And but it had Kirby's fingerprints all over.
Of course.
And they were so prepared. We were not apparently prepared for pressure, and that kind of cover two all night.
We haven't been for a month and a half. I don't get it.
I just wonder what the hell we do during practice.
What do we do all
ice
week?
cream?
Seriously. We never have a plan for the blitz, and they blitz us all night. Everybody we play blitzes us all night, and we have no plan ever. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
It's absolutely crazy. So playoffs or bowl game, I don't care at this point. The next time I see this team, I just want them to look better and prepared. If it's in 2 weeks or if it's in a month, it's going to be it would be 2 weeks. If not playoff, it'll be bowl game. But
there isn't one, Lance. There isn't one. Georgia was not losing to anybody today. The way their defense was.
And I think I said this in the group text. Texas Tech looked amazing today. They forced 4 turnovers. Texas Tech looked amazing. They might get run out of the playoff because they're small.
Maybe.
They're good.
Maybe.
But I think nobody's beaten Georgia today. The Steelers would have had a hard time with Georgia today.
No, the Steelers couldn't have beat Troy. Steelers can't beat Troy.
Well, it was a
experiment zone. South Carolina laid the blueprint a few weeks prior, and everybody's just expounded on that. And then you saw what you saw today.
The 2 best defensive coordinators happen to be on the remaining schedule.
I was about to say, give Kirby 6 weeks worth of film on how to beat you, and
he's going to beat you.
You're going to have a tough time.
Yeah, and
especially if you make 0 adjustments in 6 weeks. If you're running the same 8 plays.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get a reverse. 3rd and 2, we run a reverse with sweep with Lottie Brooks. Tackled, no gain.
If Ty keeps the ball and follows Daniel Hill, he's got 6 to 10 yards. If he hands it to Daniel Hill, you get 2 to 3. And just what kind of moronic play calling is that? Cute. My dad had a phrase a long time ago. Cute is expensive. And my sister wanted to live in a cute house when she was in college. He said, baby, that's going to be expensive. And it was. And when you run cute little plays like this, they cost you. And when you're 3rd and 2 in the SEC championship game, it ain't time to go cute. It's time to, do the Mike Tyson. Everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face. Keep punching.
Yeah,
and that was a play that set the tone for we ain't gonna do crap today.
Just feels like we try to get too cute on those 3rd and 4th and shorts. It's like it's not that complicated. Simplify it. You need 3 yards.
Yeah.
We don't have any routes where the tight end runs 3 yards and turns around and sits down.
Yeah,
we have nothing like that.
Well, and when we did it a few times today, Georgia tackled him immediately. It was they had the best coverage plan I've ever seen, and
they got us good.
But why aren't the coaches thinking ahead for that? You should know. You should. We've said it. You should know. Kirby's been seeing films in South Carolina. He knows how to game plan, and his team just has gotten better and better every day. So.
Yeah, we got some
hats
soul
off to
searching
Kirby.
to do.
Yeah, we do.
We got some soul searching to do.
Well,
Thank you, Diane Clay. Like and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're a great guest. You participate in the chat, so we couldn't do this without y'all participating in the chat. Totally agree with this.
Yeah.
Ginormous loss not having Cuevas. It showed multiple times since he's been out. So, this would be a detriment. Much love to Ty, but I mean we need to move on. We can't.
Yeah, we need Keelan.
We can't move on to the next phase of the offense if he's back next year.
We need to keep Keelan.
We got good quarterbacks coming in. So
if Austin Mack and Keelan are competing for the number one spot, that's not a bad competition.
No, it's not a bad competition.
And Ty could be like Milroe and be a good third-round pick.
He could. I mean, unless he's got some miraculous turnaround in the playoffs, unless he goes off in the playoffs and we win 2 or 3 playoff games, I don't know what to expect. So anyway, we'll thank the 411 of you that are joining us live. We're pushing about an hour now, so we're going to wish everybody a good evening. We're going to go check this. Is that Indiana-Ohio State game on right now? Didn't that just start?
It just started about 10 minutes ago.
Okay, so we're going to let y'all loose to go watch that, see what shakes out. Playoff announcements tomorrow in the morning. Depending on Michael's schedule, we might hop on for a quick live tomorrow afternoon and kind of share our thoughts on that. So anyway, thanks everyone for hanging out with us in the chat. Unfortunately, Bama got their ass kicked. Feels like we've been playing with fire for the last several weeks. And we finally ran into the buzzsaw that is Kirby Smart in Georgia, and they ran right through us.
They did.
Toe us up. So that was tough to watch. I hate watching us get our butt kicked. That hurts me to watch stuff like that. But we're Roll Tide till we die. We'll be back Thursday night for the live show. Maybe tomorrow night for a playoff reaction. Maybe, so y'all keep an eye out for that. We may hop in here tomorrow night. Otherwise, we'll see y'all Thursday. Appreciate y'all joining us today. Appreciate everyone for hanging with the Tide, even though it was a terrible loss. Very bad loss. Very bad loss. But anyway, appreciate y'all in the chat. Appreciate everyone participating. Lance, Army, Steven, Tennis Girl, Army. I already said Army Experiment Zone, Diane Clay. I'm trying to get everybody's name read in here. Steven, I get you. Yeah, man, y'all were active tonight. I love it. MC 1800's in here. James C 498, Chuck Wilson, Herb and Roger in here. Appreciate everyone. Appreciate y'all hopping in here and drowning your sorrows with us. We'll live to fight another day. But until then, beat Auburn, beat LSU, beat Tennessee too. Horns down. Roll Tide. Roll Tide, Bill.
One more thing.
Yes, sir.
I think the 2026 SEC schedule is being released tomorrow.
Ooh. So we may have a couple things to react to tomorrow. So yes,
I think
we may have a live stream going at some point tomorrow afternoon.
I do think we get the schedule tomorrow, so we'll know who's where and when. The good news is, if we're still playing USF next year, Golish ain't on the sideline. He's going to be over it.
We're playing nothing but cupcakes from here on out. Non-cons. That should be all cupcakes.
Yeah.
Give me 3 guaranteed wins. That's all I need.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Peace out, everyone. Love everyone.
Roll Tide.
See you guys. Roll Tide.
3, 2.
Played the wrong video. Ha ha.